Bro, she Mario on my cart till I booster on her pass. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the games. Today and only today, we are here to talk about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Season Pass, whatever, booster course, whatever you want to call it, because it is finally out. It actually came out today for everybody in North America, so go ahead and enjoy that. For everybody out there, it's finally out. Yesterday, I actually got to play it because I made a Japanese account and I was able to access it. It was a whole situation if you were on stream yesterday and you watched me try to set all that up, but it worked out and I was able to get a lot, like what I think I got like 3 hours on stream playing that. I think I played on my own for like 2 hours or so. So I feel like I've gotten enough of my fix with the DLC tracks to have a nice discussion about it. And what I think was really cool is what's it called? It was almost like mentally easy to sort of like evaluate my thoughts on it, because you know they're tracks I've played before and they're just seeing how they've been remastered and redone, all that stuff. Really cool stuff. But of course, we're gonna get into that. Of course, if you guys have enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe. I'm glad you guys always leaving nice comments, always talking to me, always being cool. You always enjoy everything, so thank you for all the love. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the DLC. And obviously there's no better way to talk about these than to show them. Now what I'm going to do here is, because my footage of the DLC and all that stuff has like all my commentary while I'm talking, I'm going to use just random footage I've got of this. I think it's Nintendo Life, so everybody go subscribe to Nintendo Life. They do good stuff. So I'm going to use just their footage just to show the tracks, because I played them. I just want to talk about them, right? So first track we have in the DLC is the Paris Promenade. This is from the first cup out of the two we got. And this map, let me tell you, first of all, the song, right? Beautiful. You know, you got the nice little French vibes and they go all in with you, like na-na-na-na-na-na. Really love that stuff. But not just that. This track just really gorgeous off the bat, like a really nice way to start the DLC. I didn't even know you could go this path. What the fuck? There's a whole, well, I didn't even know this. The hell? That's actually good. You know, I thought you had to go straight under the tower. That's really awesome. But that's what I love about this. You know, there's like these different paths, and learning all this stuff is really cool. And not just that, what's really dope about the tour tracks in general is they swap paths each lap, and the third lap even makes you go reverse on this track, where like it starts from the end of it and you go to the beginning of it through this. I thought that was a really clever twist and mechanic that was done in this track, and I just think this one was one of my highlights. I love the sunset setting of it. I love the vibe of it. It's a good enough length. I thought this is definitely one of my favorites of the DLC tracks that I got to play. I loved everything about it. I feel like it's going to be fun to learn this one in terms of, you know, the optimal paths to take, how to drift through it properly. I do like get mentally messed up sometimes where I'm like, wait, am I going this way or that way this time? But it is like a really well designed, really smart course, and I really love that one. So next time we got, I believe, is Toad Circuit. Listen, Toad Circuit, I remember back in the day booting this up on my 3DS. This one, really dope track. First of all, listen to the song, right? The song, super good remix of the song. Da 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 da. It is. I'm getting distracted. But yeah, again, this is a simple course, effectively. Not necessarily my favorite in the DLC, but just like one that sort of hits on the nostalgia strings a bit, because 3DS is like 10 plus years old now. But yeah, no, I mean, this track, one of the shortest. It's fun. I mean, it's Toad Circuit. It's meant to be the intro course of, you know, a 3DS game, so it is what it is. It's a simple course, not much to it, but I like the aesthetic of it. You know, I like the vibe of it. Sometimes you just need a course like this, where this is essentially the Luigi circuit of this game. So nice little course, fun one, not necessarily a highlight really, but either way, a very fun one. Now if I can go ahead and skip ahead here to the next one that we got, of course, Choco Mountain. I love Choco Mountain. I always love Choco Mountain, even in N64. And they've remixed this track a few times. I believe it was on DS, maybe, I'm not sure. It was one of the handheld Mario Karts. But this track, awesome. First of all, it's got like this amazing music. I love when they go into this style of music with Mario Kart. They do it for, what is it? I think they do it for like Warriors Gold Mine. They do it for Moo Moo Meadows. They do it for Yoshi's Valley a little bit. It's like the countryside music. Really love that. I love the stage. I love how, you know, you got the falling boulders and stuff. It's just an aesthetically pleasing map. I don't know, and I like how you have all these sharp turns you have to do. There's no real secret paths in this map. It's always been just, you know, you go through, and now you can do the tricks on the Lumpsy, which is like very satisfying. I like how you have the Koopa Troopas flying. So I love Choco Mountain. Again, this is one that there's not much to talk about with, because it's just Choco Mountain, but Choco Mountain is fun, and I'm glad it's in the game, and the mine looks good and all that stuff. Next one we got here, of course, the iconic, the classic, the most important, the most special Coconut Mall. This is listen, every DLC, you know how it works, right? For games, you start with something that's heavy, right? A heavy hitter, and then you end on something that's a heavy hitter, and you have something in the middle that's really crazy to keep the intrigue in. And obviously, Coconut Mall is the highlight. I mean, it's Coconut Mall. What can I tell you that hasn't already been said? I really love how they added the wall graffiti. Is that really good? The music mix is so good. Like it stays original. It stays to the it stays faithful to the original track, but boosts it up a little bit, and I just really love it. I think it's gonna be my go-to way to listen to Coconut Mall now. I know some people have said that they replaced the Mii's, but I don't really care, man. I think this stage they did a good job of making it look much nicer, and it's just. I just love this stuff, man. And one of my favorite parts about Mario Kart in general is always seeing the advertisements for like the fake companies Nintendo has, you know, in these games. Like they have like Kamek's toy store, and they have like Koopa's place, so they have all these like different places. They got like a food park there with Piantas working, which is really cool. But yeah, I mean, listen, Coconut Mall is Coconut Mall. It is iconic. It feels safe having it here. I mean, I think this is one of the most, if not the, like, this is the iconic Mario Kart track, I'm pretty sure at this point. You know, this and Rainbow Road, I think, are the two biggest iconic Mario Kart tracks. I'm sure there's a few others, you know, like, you know, Mario, SNES, you know, Block Circuit, all these places. But obviously, this one is amazing and stands the test of time. You know, they should have just ported the Wii one, like nothing changed, and it still would have been a Coconut Mall, and it is fantastic. Now the next cup, this is the Cat Bell Cup, I believe, Tokyo Blur. Now what's really cool is, just like the Paris one, I had never played this track, so to me this was an entirely new experience playing this, and I love this track. I think what stands out to me is the colors. I love the colors of the bridge, I love the buildings and all that, and this is something I was trying to talk about, where, you know, there was people saying that, like, you could tell that some of the stuff is, you know, lower res than like the main game, and I was like, I didn't see that. I still don't get it. And it really goes to show you again, just like sometimes being in your own mental bubble is helpful to you, because again, to this day I cannot tell you, like, I'm sure if I went side by side and I looked, I was like, oh yeah, these assets aren't the same as the 8 assets, but like, I didn't really care. Like, to me, it just looks beautiful. I think Mario Kart 8 is just a good looking game. The lighting helps it a lot. The environments are cool. And obviously, the track design is really dope. Now, obviously, because the tour tracks, I noticed, you know, are much more like, you know, they're smaller in like width, I'd say. Like, you don't have that much liberty of where the movement is. But again, like I said, what's really cool about this track is on each lap they add an element to it, you know, a different path, a different thing you have to go through. They add thwomps or new enemies and stuff. So that's what I really appreciate, that they add these different like sort of variations to each lap, which is something I've wanted from Mario Kart for a long time now, where each lap has some kind of change. So I really love that idea. They did it in Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed, and that's something I want to carry over to the next game 100%. And then one of my highlights of this entire DLC, Shroom Ridge, not Mushroom Ridge, from the DS. Man, this track, first of all, can we take a second to listen to the song, bro? Listen to the song, bro. Da 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 da. Dun. Da. I love this track, man. This track, the song bumping, I love the you know, the daytime setting with all the sunshine in it. I love the, you know, I've always, yeah, as annoying as it is, I love the stages where there's just cars on the road and you're just trying to dodge them, because it adds an extra layer of chaos. Because like, you're chaos, because you're trying to throw, you know, a red shot somebody, they get hit, they bump into a car, something else happens. You can see there's a little wind turbine there, so if you get a good boost, you can get a good wind push on yourself. There is an alternate path there that I have not found yet, where you could, like, you know, glide somewhere, and that's what's really cool. I can't wait to discover all the paths. But again, this stage, very straightforward, very fun, and that's something that's really common with this DLC, right? Because these stages aren't designed with Mario Kart 8 in mind, even the DLC ones, really. So you don't get like moments where like, oh shit, now we're in anti-gravity, or now we're upside down, or now we're in this different area. But I think it's okay. Like, I think I'm okay with it, just because the tracks are just fundamentally really fun, really well designed, and they fumbled that combo. See, getting to that air drift, you need a lot more speed, which is a bit of an issue, because like it seems a little misleading, but it is what it is. But I really love Shroom Ridge. Good job on that one. Really appreciate that one. And of course, next one, Sky Garden. Now this stage, man, this threw me off, because I used to play this on the Game Boy Advance, and just seeing how different it looks now is insane. I've seen, like I said, this is a stage that people have said, like, I've seen people criticize that, you know, it looks aesthetically weird, but I love it. And I think it's because I like solid colors. That must be something, that's why I really like a lot of these stages. I just like solid colors, and I feel like those pop out a lot in the way these stages are brought out there. It's very 3D world like. I don't know how to explain it, but music here is really good. And again, layout is very simple. You have like a little path you could take there, use the mushroom to cross over there. You can go on those lily pads to get a little boost in the air over there. Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? No, they're not. They're gonna play safe. Cowards. But yeah, you can use the leaves to do a little bounce. Again, this track very quick, very simple, and I just like it aesthetically. You know, I like the road pavement is really satisfying, and that's something I really like and appreciate. The music is dope. So overall, I just really like this track. Really dope one. Doesn't do anything crazy, but it's still fun. You know, I just always love gliding to the finish line. That's always a highlight. Now, guys, let's talk about the last one from the Lucky Cat Cup, Ninja Hideaway. This track blew my mind. When we were playing on stream, there's a clip of it where we are just learning that, like, this track is insane. This track is crazy. And let me tell you why, right? There's so many alternative paths, right? So look, first one here, right? You can go up this staircase or you can go down there, right? And then when you're up here, right, you can find a way to stay up here, right? Get over there, stay on this side up there, or you can go on a bottom path. And then when you're here, right, you get to these, you know, you get to these shy guys that are up there, and then you can get up to this top part of this level, but they went to the bottom path. And there's like two layers. It's almost like, it almost reminds me of a Sonic stage a little bit, where like you always want to try to stay on the top path as much as possible, but it's usually really hard to stay up there. But here it's so well designed. You can get like little boosts off these little ramps over here. He's getting his ass beat by this piranha plant, and then yeah, you can take this to go on a higher part of the level for the second lap. You got the shy guys hanging around. I remember just playing this and just being like, what do you mean I can go here? And then on the bottom, there's a different path where like there's these two, like what's called piranha plant blockades that you can hit with a green shell to take a different path. And just overall, man, this track is awesome, and I want more tracks like this in the future of Mario Kart. Like, because it feels like everyone's on a different path, and I love it. Here you can go up to that side, or you can stay on the bottom side. It's just really well designed. Music is so good, and you know what's crazy? This is a Wario stage. Funny enough, no one would ever think that, but you could see like the W's on the windows. You could see like a lot of the garlic embedments going on around here. But man, I was just, shout out to this stage, bro. Ninja Hideaway. I just thought it really stood out to me as one of the like best stages. I think it's just this game in general. I cannot wait to play this more, figure out, you know, the optimal path, taking the different stuff. And yeah, man, I was really happy with this stage, and I think overall I was just really happy with the DLC in general, man. I think they did an awesome job with packing this DLC with, obviously, because they're all remasters, they packed it with enough stages that, you know, felt really cool and all that without blowing out everything, because obviously this is a DLC pack. You want to save some of the better stuff for later. And also keep in mind, right, I feel like people have their full expectations ready for the entire DLC pack, when I don't think that's the case yet. I mean, I feel like for all we know, like with the next tracks they could add, some of them do have the, you know, they do have the anti-gravity mechanics. You know, they're not all necessarily going to be from Tour. Now, there was a data mine, and I figured I should read out this data mine that has basically, it has the thumbnail for what is going to be the next wave of DLC. So I'll read these out real quick. So we got Sydney Sprint coming up. We got LA Laps from Tour. We got Mario Circuit SNES, which I can't wait for. We got Koopa Cape from the Wii. Yes, sir, I can't wait. We got Rainbow Road 3DS, which that is my favorite Rainbow Road, so I'm really happy that's coming back. Vanilla Lake coming. New York Minute from Tour, and Maple Treeway Wii. So the next pack is looking like it's going to be a very big one. I mean, having Maple Treeway, Rainbow Road, and Koopa Cape to me are all just going to be awesome. And then we're going to get 3 tour tracks, so that's going to feel like new tracks for most of us that are not playing Tour. And I almost now don't want to play Tour, because I'm like, you know what? I want to have my first time playing these tracks in Mario Kart 8, but I also want to play it because I'm like, let me see what differences they have in there. But yeah, man, no, I'm just happy. I'm like so happy we're getting Mario Kart content. Like I said, I'd say my one flaw with the pack is, yeah, like no additional characters is definitely a bummer. I think that kind of sucks. I just think like they should do it, and I know why they don't want to do it. It's because, you know, they don't want the mobile gotcha people that are spending so much money to be like, oh, I could just go play Mario Kart 8 and they're gonna be there, you know, which is unfortunate. But let's like then make other characters that aren't in the Gods game. I don't know. I would have liked some additional characters or even some additional cards. I would have also liked just an update to the game that felt more substantial. Like, I don't know. I feel like achievements in Mario Kart would go a long way. Like, what if you just had an achievements thing where you got stickers for doing specific things and all that? Like, to me, that would go a long way with incentivizing me to stick around more, because that's what you're supposed to do when you get big DLC drops. You know, you're supposed to, you know, okay, here's this, but here's a big game update. I believe the only like major change to the games, like the game system, is that now when someone picks up an item box and you go up to it next, it appears faster. I believe that was the only like main change I read on the website. But for the most part, like I think it would have been nice to, you know, like have a revamp for the online. Let me kick people from lobbies, you know, let me use the invite feature that you guys had. Now obviously this game is working on infrastructure of a game that's really old now, you know, technically old, it's from 2013. But again, what makes this game so perfect is it stands the test of time for gameplay. It is a perfect gameplay game and a perfect aesthetic game, and it's just so much fun, man. Like last night on stream, a lot of you were there. We had like almost 1,000 people there, shout out, and we were just, you know, laughing, screaming, and just having a good time. It's like, it is a reminder that like Mario Kart is just, it just gives a different energy, man. It just hits different, and there really is nothing like it in this world. And like I said, really love the DLC tracks. The two flaws I have with the pack are just I would have liked more characters, and the other thing I would have liked is, you know, more use of the Mario Kart mechanics. But at its core, the tracks are really fun. I'd say my favorites were Paris Promenade, Ninja Hideaway, and what's the other one? Obviously Coconut Mall, and Tokyo Blur. Tokyo Blur is really good to me. I'm really actually happy they're adding the tour tracks, because those to me almost feel like they're the new tracks of the game. You know what I mean? Even though they're not, they still feel like they are. And the way they combine the elements of the variations of the tour tracks into one racetrack is something I like, and I can't wait to see what else they end up doing with it, you know. And I'm glad we're in this territory now, because obviously like right now we're end of March. I assume the next DLC pack is going to be an E3 reveal / release. It's probably going to be revealed at the E3 Direct, and then it'll be like available later today or tomorrow or something. And that to me is cool. You know, Mario Kart, it's going to be cool to have sort of, you know, the same way we had Smash DLC nights. It's the same way right now we're going to have Mario Kart DLC nights, where we all just come together, play these courses, and it's going to be an awesome time. So guys, let me know what you guys think of the DLC pack. What tracks did you like? What tracks didn't you like? Also, the music. I really love the music. So let me know down below how you feel. What tracks do you want to see next, aside from the ones that were leaked here? And of course, I'll see you all next time. Peace out. Bye.